honestly, like, seeing myself with light hair in videos is that, like, specifically from this angle is actually making me not hate it as much. Anyways, I was gonna say something but I forgot. And yes, I will leave this in. Yeah, so, this is a separate video, but I've been reading this book because I got it today. I spent hours reading it on and off. I only made it to page 27. But, like, I've already learned a lot, and I already knew a lot about, like, old animation stuff. And it's always nice to already know stuff going into learning more because it's, like, constantly referencing things. And I'm like, I already knew some of these things, so that gives me, like, a little extra info. And I'm like, I don't have to go Google, who is this guy? And I actually got so genuinely excited when it mentioned, like, film artists that I like. Like, I don't know how to say his name because it's French, but it's George something or other. And he was like, apparently, I didn't know this part, he was a magician before he went into the film industry. And that's why, like, his films are so whimsical. Like, my favorite is The Mermaid, and I'm not a huge fan of the entire thing, I just like it because of The Mermaid. And yeah. And then it mentioned Winsor McKay and Gertie the dinosaur, and I love Gertie, she's very cute. It's actually seeming to go in chronological order so far, and it actually went into not that much detail about the rotoscope, but that's also cool that it mentions it, because, you know, it's a big part of old film, or animation, not necessarily film without animation. I will say that the formatting is a little bit annoying because it has some like, this is page 22. I can just show you. So you see this, it leaves off. And then the bottom part is a separate tangent. Interesting, but separate. And then here is also a separate section, but this never gets a continuation, because this is just captioning for this. This, hello? What were you saying there? And then this actually does get continued on the next page. But anyways, and actually it did mention a couple films that I saw, but, like, not really remembered, like The Haunted House, or Haunted Mansion, I forget which. I think it was The Haunted Hotel. I need to double check. It mentioned that, and Phases of Funny Faces, which is actually what we know as the oldest animation. It's from April 6th, 1906, I believe. I know it's 1906. So take that. I'm not gonna try to say your name because you're also French and you've also been dead for probably a century. Did nothing wrong, by the way, as far as I know. I'm just saying that because he's always credited as having the first animation, even though his was 1908, and, like, yes, it's the first longer one with a coherent story. I don't know. Anyways,